What's up, everybody? It's Monkeyfarm, and Minecraft 1.5 is officially out, so I'm going to do a little 1.5 review, kind of a tips and tricks video, just going over a lot of little contraptions and good tips that might help you use some of the new items in the game, like the hoppers, droppers, dispensers, the comparator, just a bunch of redstone stuff. And I am up here on top of a huge item elevator that can be used to bring items up into a chest or a furnace or a dispenser, whatever you want. That is all part of Minecraft 1.5. And I have a bunch of other little contraptions and circuits and things like that down there, so I'm going to show you some of that. Why don't we head on down there? Okay, so this should be the most basic stuff that I'm going to go over today. I don't want to totally bore you with stuff that you've seen in a bunch of other videos. So let's say you have a chest, a dropper, a dispenser, whatever you want. If you point a hopper into it and you put items into that hopper will drop items into whatever it is. Alright, pretty easy. So one important thing you need to know about these hoppers is that if you power them with redstone, they will not drop the items. You break the redstone or turn it off, and the items will flow through. So that's important. Now there is another thing, and there's a reason I have 3 of these set up. You'll notice that this hopper is pointed forward, and this one is pointed down. There are items up here, and this redstone will prevent those items from going into this hopper. And now they are flowing down, and now they are down into the chest. However, this hopper is pointed down instead of forward, and items here, let's just throw a redstone torch, that item will flow down to this hopper instead of staying up at the top one. So good to know if you are trying to move items around, if you're doing some kind of sorting system, all of that, very helpful stuff. And of course, if you turn off the redstone power, that item will flow down into the chest. And same goes for this, that one, and the one with a chest on top of a hopper. Okay, so that's enough of the basic stuff. I want to go into a lot of the real Minecraft uses that you're going to be using. So first of all, let's talk animal cookers, chicken cookers specifically. Those of you who watched my Second World Let's Play series, you know that I had to rebuild my chicken cooker, I think 4 times, and it is now broken again. So I wanted to show you a couple different ways you can have a lava dispenser and cook your chickens. So here is a slow but resource friendly way to do it. You'll notice that the lava stays out for a second, and this is just a simple repeater. You have 3 repeaters on full delay cycling back, so that's not really Minecraft 1.5. So this one right here does the same thing, and it uses a lot more redstone. The difference is that you don't have this redstone up here. So in case you wanted to have blocks here, you wouldn't be able to do that with that easy design. But this one works just about the same. Now here is an interesting one that I like because it's fast. The lava comes out and goes away very quickly. That way you know your item drops won't be burned up, your chickens won't burn in the lava, all of that. It's very quick. And this uses a little trick with hoppers. You'll notice that there is one piece of redstone in a hopper, and you can use this as a clock, by the way. So you point 2 hoppers into each other, and you throw an item, and that item will just keep bouncing back and forth. Now, how can we use this as a clock? Of course, here comes the comparator. This is a new redstone piece in Minecraft 1.5. You'll notice that every time this chest comes back into this hopper, this comparator lights up. So you'll notice that this redstone light is very faint, and the comparator, a different amount of items in this hopper will decide how many lights the comparator lights up. So one item is only going to blink this first one. Now if I put in, I think it's like, what, 23 or something like that. Let's see. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's break that real quick, just so we don't have the blinking thing. So this one, if I put one more block in here, the second one lit up. I hope you can see that in the video. And then I don't actually remember how many it takes to light up the third one. Anyway, I have a couple stacks of stuff in there, so that obviously works. And now the third one is lit up. So you can use this to activate things. Let's say you want the hopper to be really full before you turn it on, or turn something on with it. You can make sure that you use the redstone power from 3 blocks away. All right, speaking of the comparators, this is an item shop where you can use this to trade for items. I just gave 3 blocks of quartz and got 3 nether brick. I thought it was an awesome deal, but nobody else did. I actually built this design on Hermitcraft. I hope you guys saw that video. This design was actually originally created by Minecraft with Dummies. It's a tileable design, so you can put a bunch of shops next to each other, so it's really awesome. But it uses the comparators to activate an extra redstone light whenever another block of quartz is added, and it powers this, which basically unpowers this hopper and lets items flow through, and they go back into here. I also have another design that I haven't really shown you guys, but it's going to take more time than just a few minutes, so I'll probably do a full tutorial on it. It's just more customizable, and it's kind of my own little custom design, so I will show you that very soon as well. And I wanted to just throw together a more complex contraption. Here we have coal, ore, and another chest, and what this is going to do is make sure that we have a furnace full of coal. We're going to throw some iron in here. This is draining down here, and it's starting to cook. And whenever an iron finishes cooking, of course, we take a hopper to take it out of the furnace, put it into what is a miniature little item elevator. And of course, a comparator tells this little clock that there's an item in here, and it activates all of these little dispensers, or droppers probably. And you could use either, and then it puts them up here. So of course, everything else would be underground here, and you just have these chests above, and get your cooked ingots back. And if there's anything you want a more in-depth tutorial on, make sure you let me know in the comments. And if you like anything here, be sure to like the video, because that would help me out greatly. Alright, and this little thing might look familiar to some of you guys. This is a semi-automatic farm that you can use for wheat, carrots, and potatoes. It has been broken already twice since the snapshots began, but I do have a new fix for it, of course. And here we go. So we come up here, we plant all our seeds. These dispensers put bone meal on them until they grow, and we just keep doing that until we have enough food. And the reason this is useful is because now it takes more than 1 bone meal to grow a lot of crops. It usually takes like 2 or 3 nowadays. So that is, I will show you more about this farm probably in a later video as well. Alright, let's get into some more useful things here. We have an automatic dispenser. Now, you don't have to turn on the clock or do anything like that. So let's say you're pumping items in from far away, or you want items to be sent far away. Put a bunch of items in here, and that will actually activate this thing to start dispensing. And let me take a few more out of here. Let's just do 13. And this thing will run until it's empty, and that's using the comparator, because the comparator knows when there's an item in here. There we go. So this is the easy design, the most easy design. And here's a more visually pleasing design where you can hide the redstone underneath. I don't know why I think this is probably the first one I built. That's why it's using a lot of redstone that's not necessary. And here's another one using the magical little hopper clock kind of thing. And let's put a couple of these in there. Now you'll notice this one was a lot slower than this one. I think this one is pretty fast. Yep. Alright, now this is a little circuit that normally would take a lot more redstone, maybe some pistons, all sorts of junk. Now check this out. So we flip the switch on, and from the other switch we switch it off. And this is like, let's say you have a piston door or something and you want to switch over here, but then if you come over here, how do you turn it off? Well, you need a circuit like that to be able to turn it off from a different switch somewhere else. And that's basically just two comparators. Obviously you need repeaters or something to extend the power, because these comparators will only power like a block ahead of them. Alright, I know you guys are probably looking over at these item elevators and you want to see a closer look. I'll show you those in just 1 second. But first I want to hop into this anvil here. I have 4 Fortune 1 books, and we can combine those for a small XP fee, of course, into Fortune 2 now. And we used to not be able to do that. Books would not combine. Now, I can't actually combine this like that. You'll notice this is still Fortune 2. But if I take 2 more Fortune 1s and make another Fortune 2 and combine that with the other Fortune 2, I will get Fortune 3. And that is something I need right now in my third world Let's Play. So I am excited to get that enchantment on some of my gear. Alright, so now to the item elevators. I know Generic B held a little contest or a challenge or something to see if somebody could come up with an item elevator. And I happened to look through those, and the one I liked the best was Ultimate Redstone's version. And I think this is an exact replica. If not, it basically does exactly what he did when he built it. So you put some items in here. Let's see, how many do we want? Lucky number 13 again. And this thing will run. It'll make a little bit of noise and then it'll shut off. Let's head up to the top and see if all of our items got there. And lucky number 13. So that thing works like a charm, and you can use this to bring items down from your mine up to the top, the ground level, something like that. It's really easy to build, of course. Go over to see Ultimate Redstone's channel. I believe it's just spelled just like that, one word. And he should have a video on this. It's actually very simple to build too, which is awesome. Alright, and before we go, I wanted to show you my 100% automatic melon farm. I have done a tutorial on this, and the clock that I built on this has broken, but obviously I wanted to show you the fix. So this will automatically come down and smash the melons and bring them over here to the dispenser, and I had them automatically dispense out. Now here's the new little clock, nice and easy. And once again, I'll show you that in action. This thing is just fun to watch. And then of course you can dump these into a water stream or a row of hoppers if you want to transport these from your farm over to your main house or something like that. So lots of different ways to do it. Anyways, I hope you guys are having fun with all the new items. Don't forget to thumb up this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And keep mining, and we'll see you later.